There is one question that people deeply immersed in love rarely stop to ask themselves. They may have been chasing someone for years, trying endlessly to win their affection. They may be fighting with all their strength to make a relationship work. They feel certain they are in love. And yet, despite this certainty, one simple question remains strangely unexamined. Is the person I love actually kind to me? So many other things feel obvious. The person seems extraordinary. Their presence excites us. Hearing their name can change our mood instantly. We feel longing, desire, devotion. None of that seems in doubt. What remains astonishingly unexplored is something far more basic. Are they kind? And here, despite all our passion and loyalty, the answer can become uncomfortable. The person we adore, the one who receives our care and emotional labor, is not necessarily kind in return. They may be distant. They may be unreliable. They may disappear for months. They might take days to respond to a simple message. They may be grumpy, dismissive, even unfaithful. Which brings us to a painful paradox. Why does someone who treats us poorly inspire such devotion? The answer is difficult but revealing. We do not love them despite their lack of kindness. In some deep, unconscious way, we may love them because of it. For some of us, love became associated very early on with instability, uncertainty, and longing. As children, we faced a devastating dilemma. We had caregivers who were meant to love us, and yet they did not love us in the way we needed. Perhaps they were emotionally absent. Perhaps they were inconsistent, distracted, overwhelmed, or cold. Whatever the reason, the affection we depended on was unreliable. And because children cannot afford to believe their caregivers are inadequate, we adapted. We told ourselves the problem was us. We learned to wait patiently. We learned to hope endlessly for warmth that came only occasionally. We learned to normalize emotional neglect. We learned not to protest when treated harshly. We learned that love meant uncertainty. Love meant suffering. Love meant trying harder. In order to survive, we formed a powerful association. Love equals longing. Love equals anxiety. Love equals earning affection that may never fully arrive. Now, as adults, this blueprint quietly guides us. When someone is distant, we do not immediately recognize the problem. When someone ignores us, we do not conclude that they are unkind. Instead, we feel compelled to try harder. We beg. We explain ourselves more clearly. We become more patient. We assume we must prove our worth. It rarely occurs to us to pause and ask, is this person good to me? We may not even notice that we have been unhappy for months. We may tolerate behavior that is dismissive, mocking, or emotionally withholding. We may feel constant anxiety, yet still call it love. In truth, we are not simply loving a person. We are reenacting an emotional pattern. We are trying, once again, to win the affection of someone who feels just out of reach. The question we could not ask at 5 years old, why aren't you kind to me, remains just as difficult to ask at 30. But it must be asked, because however charming someone may be, however attractive, intelligent, or exciting they appear, there is only one solid foundation for a relationship. They must be kind. Not occasionally kind, not kind when it suits them, not kind at the beginning and indifferent later, consistently kind. If someone is unsure about committing to us, we should not remain. If they repeatedly prioritize others over us, we should not remain. If they treat us as though we are too much, too emotional, too demanding, we should not remain, no matter how strong the chemistry feels. We must state this principle clearly, almost as a mantra. We should only love people who are kind and genuinely interested in us, people who listen, people who respond, people who care about our well-being, people who are glad we exist. Anyone else is not a romantic destiny. They are not the one. They are not a great love story. They are simply an echo of old wounds. Real love is not confusing. It is not humiliating. It does not require endless proof of worth. It does not leave us feeling small. The deepest act of healing may be learning to choose calm over chaos, kindness over intensity, and steadiness over longing. And perhaps the bravest question we can ask ourselves is not, do I love them? But quietly, are they kind to me?